Janelle,
Michelle.
And today we're going to do a little segment on getting to know us a little bit better. Most of them we actually don't know what they are, so this is totally unscripted. And I will let Janelle start and we'll go from there.
awesome. This gives you guys an opportunity to get to know your Haldimoms a little bit better. So, are you guys ready? Let's play hot seat. No, I'm kidding. My 3 questions for you ladies. First question. What was your first impression of the other Haldimom?
Janelle, you always seem to be like so organized and have everything together. So I love that about you. Like when we first met, I just remember you always being like, it's pizza day today. Make sure you're not packing a lunch for your kids. And I love that about you. That was my first impression. I thought it was really cool that you had it together. You, Maya, I always thought you were a little crazy, but I love it. And yeah, when we had that little chat going, and it just turned into an awesome friendship that I just love.
I'm trying to think about.
Careful what you say.
I guess my first impression, Janelle, I remember being really nervous because it was the first birthday party that my daughter was invited to in this area. So I said I'll hang out with her in case she's uncomfortable or wants to leave. And I had my little guy was crawling, so I was like super nervous. And then I met you and you were sitting on the chair like put together, and then there was just me. So that was my first impression. And then Michelle, I guess, was the same. We were at the gym and I was chasing around children. But I remember your style, your outfit that you were wearing, and very well put together. And so yeah, that was my first impression. Very well put together and awesome role models. Yeah, I look up to these girls for sure.
I can answer that question too. I actually met Michelle first because our kids went to daycare together.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. We go way back.
Yeah. And I just remember you being so friendly and welcoming and a super go-getter. Oh my gosh, she's gonna make me do things.
We're going for hikes, 8 a.m.
Yes.
Then I remember meeting Maya too, and you being super welcoming and super, oh my gosh, let's get the girls together. I remember our first conversation differently. I remember us meeting outside on the playground and Aria being super like, this is my new friend, and wanting to have a play date, and you being super open to them hanging out. And I was like, yeah, let's do this. And then since then you're always like, let's do this. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, I hate that. And you're like, you're doing it, you're gonna love it. And I'm like,
We're getting out there.
okay.
Yeah.
Out of my comfort zone, but I like love the things that you push me to do. Yeah.
And might I add one thing too? I love how resourceful you are.
Oh my gosh.
You always seem to have like a coupon or like a discount, or I have a friend who can do this. I love that you're like so involved in the community that way, and you're so supportive of other businesses and other people, and you always know somebody who has some sort of service or like something that we need, and I think that's really dope.
Awesome.
And you always want to learn about everything. Okay, now it's the hot seat. If you could have one skill or trait of a Haldimom, which skill or trait would you want from them?
Okay. Well, for Janelle, you're very organized in that sense of what's going on. Like what Mish said, we're a pizza day and all of that stuff. You somehow, I don't know how you do it, but you find time in the day to get those emails read and just to stay super on top of everything. So that is a skill that I love to adopt. Yeah. And for Mish, I would say that you're very well put together. And that kind of reminds me of, you need to take pride in your appearance. Not that you don't, because you do. You make time. You're great on the inside and on the outside. You know how to present yourself and come off very warm and bubbly. So that's...
Thank you. And I feel like we all accept each other no matter what state we're in, because every day is not going to be the best day. So
we have such a solid foundation, but then like now it's time to extend that to those that are listening.
Absolutely.
Hopeful to build a community because we're all living on planet Earth together, so why not make it a little bit easier?
What was the part of that question?
What trait or...
It's not just me with memory.
Good thing I write down my
The
questions.
traits. What would we want from each other personally?
Trait or skill you would want from the other person?
I think Maya, your like attitude of you just don't care. You do what you do.
Really?
Yeah.
You think so?
Regardless
Oh,
of what
cool.
anybody thinks. Like I like that trait.
Yeah.
I try to adopt that myself, but maybe it comes off a little harsh. But more of like just an F you kind of thing. But you're not like that in any sense.
Yeah.
I just like that you are you do what you do, and you do it well.
Aw.
You book yourself solid, but you still manage to do it all. Even if you're a little bit late here and there, but you still are there and you're still giving it your all, which I love. Would you know, like the organizing, like I try to have my life put together as well, but there's still some things I'm like, where did you read that? How did you come across that newsletter? You're like, I don't care that I love this.
Yeah.
Accept me for who I am.
Yeah.
I think you both guys have that about yourselves. I love that. And I want that.
Yeah, so I think for me, love the things about you guys and the traits that I don't have. So like the things that you embody and care about, I love that you bring those to my kids, and that's the same for both of you. They have these extra people in their lives to show them things that I won't be able to show them. So like Michelle, your love for nature is super important to my daughter. And Maya, you have this like outgoing, adventurous personality for paddleboarding and all these things. There's shit in the water that I'm just not willing to screw with. And she loves that stuff. And I'm like, go ahead, do all the fun things. I ain't getting in there. I've seen too many movies. I love that they get to do that stuff because it's something that probably
scares me, to be honest, because I don't let fear stop me from a lot of things. Like that's something I like really value. If I'm scared of something, it's the more reason that I don't.
And that's my anxiety, right? And I could project that onto them, but because I have you guys, they're getting to experience that and grow. Whereas if it was with me, they would be like, oh my gosh, what do you mean what's in the water? Show you. But I'm like, no, go do it. And they love it. So
Eventually
we'll get there.
All these ladies on my level.
I appreciate you guys for that because you bring a lot to them. You're welcome. It's fun. What's a word or phrase you can't say or have said for years?
Oh my gosh.
What a phrase.
I can't say.
What?
Yeah, I don't. Maybe is it? No, I was gonna say is it an L thing? But wolf.
Wolf?
Rar, not rar.
Wow.
Wolf.
Rar.
Oh my god, I can't even say it now.
Okay, so it's not just me.
Like a
it
jumper.
is hard.
Wolf?
What? No, like
Oh, you're trying to say wolf? Like wolf.
Like full moon, like yesterday.
I thought she was trying to say like wolf.
And then it just sounds weird when you say it. So,
And then the word just doesn't sound like the word anymore. The more you say it afterwards, you're like, oh, that's a weird word.
same thing with the spelling, right? Like when you look at a spelling and it's
Yes.
Yes.
I had it with the word toothbrush one time. And then I looked at it, I was like, that's not how you spell it. That's not what that word means.
Can I ask you guys about the word? Because I've had this argument with people so many times. Crayon.
Cranberries?
No, I have crayons.
Crayons?
Her crayon is my wolf.
Crayons. Okay, yeah, I see
Okay.
that.
What do you mean? Am I saying it wrong?
Yes.
It's not wrong. I've always said crayons. I'm coloring with my crayon. What do you mean crayon? I'm using my crayon.
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 Oh,
J'adore le crayon.
dans sa pelouse legs, dans ses guts.
I'm using my crayon. Like, why can't people just say crayon?
That's it. You said it.
Crayon. My
You're
crayon.
getting better the more you say.
Crayon.
No, now you're reverting. You're
Yeah, I don't know. You're sounding a little French there.
Yeah.
Crayon. I hate the word so much. Coloring utensils. That's
There we
what they're
go.
called in my home.
Coloring utensil.
I can't say I have a word like that per se, but I do make my own words up. And it makes sense to me because I like to say frustrated. If I'm frustrated, I'm flustered. Because I'm flustered at the same time. So I'm all like flustered and frustrated at the same time. Kind of like that. I may have made this word up with another friend, or maybe my other friend might have made it up, so I'm so sorry. But dramatically.
Ooh,
It's
I
like
like
drama. But dramatically. Like
It's
dramatic.
Dramatically.
Yeah. Oh, that was so dramatically good.
I love that.
I like it.
Yeah, I don't know why. I think when we made that word up, we were like, dramatically. Yeah. Now I always feel like I have to sing it. What's your astrological sign, and do you feel like it's true?
Do you want to go first?
I'm a Libra. I balance lots of. I do think it's true though. I feel like Libras are. But it's weird because like they're starting to change some of the. You're not coming to terms.
It's unspeakable.
Months don't change.
Moving on. I'm a Leo. Yeah, I would say that it's pretty accurate. But yes, I would definitely say it's true. I'm a Leo to the T. and I love lions. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. And I can say that word too.
I'm an Aries. I do feel like it's true. I'm an Aries sun, Aries moon, and Libra rising. And
I felt like I got a look there.
sorry, it's not relatable. I do feel like it's true. Very impatient, maybe a little outspoken, and that's what I meant earlier when I said maybe a little harsh. But I don't. I'm really soft on the inside.
Yeah.
I just don't know how to like. What other things? I'm a leader. I don't know.
Yeah, me too.
100%.
And that's part of the impatience. Like it's like when I have something on my mind, like I want it done yesterday,
Oh, we know.
and
We know.
Yeah.
We got
and I will finish that project till it's done.
Yeah.
And even if it looks like crap, it's getting done.
We love you for that.
Well, thanks. And then, okay, my second question. What's your favorite season?
Christmas!
Christmas season.
It should be. Like, why do we call it winter?
Because you can go snowboarding.
Yeah.
Screw
Jude doesn't know that she's going to be on a hill this year.
Yeah, she doesn't know it.
It ain't funny one. I would say that I really actually love all of them.
I don't.
I don't love certain things about it. It's like I don't love slush.
Shut
Sorry.
your dirty mouth.
I just think of dirty slush. Like it's gross.
Yeah. So yeah, like that I don't love. If I had to be like a definitive answer, it would be summer. And so that would if we can
That's a
turn
deal breaker.
Christmas into a season, then I would vote for that. Not having to wake up first could also be a season.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, go ahead.
I was just like, don't, because I have 2 weeks off of school, so.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah, you got me on there.
2 months, okay.
Yes.
I'd have to say summer also. Just so carefree. It's so fun. Like, I love just waking up in the morning, like driving to the beach, and I don't know, the windows open, the breeze blowing in, air, like the windows down, music blast, ice cream on a hot day.
Winter, the snow blowing through your hair, and the hot in your hand, the lights on.
It's romanticizing winter.
Christmas.
It's not happening. Okay, and then the third one. What are your favorite hobbies, or what are things that you do?
I guess the season, depending. So love snowboarding, love paddleboarding. Yoga. Oh my gosh, that's my favorite thing in the world. Yeah, that would be number one because you can do that all year round.
Yeah, I have a wide variety of things I like to do. Also, I just feel like I always need to explore my creative side. Like I get an idea in my head and I have to go for it. So it's whether that's woodworking or like foraging, learning about different plants and their medicinal.
Wow, what are my hobbies? Obviously Christmas. 'Cause we either slaying or slaying. Just kidding. Super into psychology. Super into, how do I word it? Crime documentaries.
Yes.
I am a huge crime junkie. Reading's like a huge thing. I was part of a book club. We were reading like 2 books a month.
Are you really?
That's intense.
I actually buy the books and then I do trade-offs and stuff.
That's
Oh.
cool.
Yeah.
I love the library.
But I like psychological thrillers. And then my other hobby obviously is podcasting because
Yes, of course, we can't forget that.
I love doing this. Awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are my questions.
Those are your
Oh,
questions?
sorry. No, those weren't my
Those are
questions.
my
Yeah,
questions.
I was like, woo! Okay, how did I forget about this? I'm so excited to talk about it.
Just that
I'm gonna do it
memory.
last. So I'll answer first, and then I'll let you guys take it from there. So, what is your memory of the podcast starting? My just life moves so fast, and I know we've talked about it here and there, and things progress. It was like almost like a slow start. Although living in the moment, it probably didn't feel like that. But like the pivotal moment to me where I was like, we're doing this is when we were in Blue, getting everything set up and ready to go and doing official recordings. So that was my very first.
My moment, I guess when we bought the mics. Like when we actually bought the equipment.
Yeah.
I just remember coming here and being like, whoa, okay, this is legit now. And the setup and everything. But yeah, it was the mics and talking into the mics and hearing ourselves for the first time.
Yeah.
So I was like, whoa, your voice sounds different. Like, it's so clear and crisp.
Yeah.
That was my moment. Like, it was always an idea. Like,
Yeah.
Janelle was always just, let's start a podcast.
Yeah.
Let's start a podcast. We actually started taking it seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then we were like, okay, now here we are. And I'm like, how did this happen?
Yeah. And
Now
we're
we're
here,
doing it.
right?
Like,
yeah.
I think for me, it was when we saw our first video and I was like, holy shit, we're posting this.
It's scary to
Yeah.
see yourself on the screen and just talking what you're saying, right? Putting yourself out there. in a way that I want to hear what I have to say.
Of course they do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah.
We'll see.
If you don't, just please scroll. Be kind.
We just out here
Totally.
trying.
Or even let us know what you guys want to hear.
We're
Yeah.
gonna
Say
keep
our
doing
own
this
things,
regardless.
Yeah.
So
We have
you
fun.
might you might as well hop on board.
yeah.
I'm pretty resourceful, so if this isn't it for you, then let me know and I will probably have an answer. I will find it one way or another. Okay, so tell me about your kids, and do you think they're more like you or your Haldimom?
Yeah, so I have 2 kids that are exactly like their dad.
But they look exactly like you.
That's what people say.
I
they do.
see it all the time. All the
Yeah?
time. Yeah.
Very similar to their dad, though, personalities.
Yeah.
Our daughter 100% thinks like him, everything. So we have our son, and we click better, me and my son. Me and my daughter, like, we headbutt 24/7. Love her to bits. But we definitely, her and her dad have such a special bond, and they have their things.
That's so sweet.
It is. I love how much they get along, and they do their own things. Like, they have like motorbikes, like, as their hobby and things like that. My son definitely thinks more like his dad too, but yeah, I have no mini me, I guess, appearance wise, but that's
We'll
about
just say
it.
the dogs. I'm just kidding.
They love me. They stay with me.
That's
Oh
just
my
me
gosh.
drinking in every way.
Thanks.
You know, that's so funny that you say that, because if I were to pick between my 2 children, the dog is definitely more like me, just absolutely wild.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Absolutely wild. They're getting older. They're finding more traits with the Haldimom blend, but then they're like James's hobby with like golfing and fishing, which I don't love, but they do. But then they also love water sports and stuff like that. So it's probably a mixture, I would say. Like it's probably almost a 50-50 down the line. Kind of like, for us at least. Mm-hmm.
I feel like my daughter is like me.
Yeah. 100%.
I feel, yeah, like
Agreed.
growing up. When she was little, like looks exactly like me when I was
Yes.
little. Like side by side pictures. It's just right there. I don't see a lot of dad and her. I see a lot of her dad's cousins, like her cousins on his side. Like when she smiles or makes certain facial expressions, like she looks a lot like her cousins on his side.
Mhm.
I don't see her personality like being too much of his either. She only sees him every other weekend. I feel like she is taking on like maybe a couple, like being with my husband so much.
Mhm.
That's who her male like father figure is mostly.
Yeah.
And she is taking on a lot of his kind of traits. Like he's really chill, and there's a lot of days where she just wants to be like that. He's very easygoing, and he'll go with the flow. Or most days he'll just want to like chill at home and not do too much. And she's like that too.
Mm-hmm.
She's starting to get, I just want to stay here, and I don't want to do too much. She knows how to say no.
Yeah, which
I
is
don't feel like doing
so
that.
awesome.
Yeah,
I think we should all teach our kids, and even ourselves, to say no more.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a thing, like always wanting to do stuff, right? But I just want to experience all the things I can experience that are out there.
Yeah, or maybe a little bit of FOMO, right? Like,
Exactly.
you just don't wanna miss out.
We're good to say no, and
So my last question here, which I'm so very excited to talk about.
Oh gosh.
And this one, I would love for everybody else to chime in for all the previous questions that we've asked, but this one specifically, I want to hear everyone's feedback, because this I think is really cool.
and something like
Let's cover up and get comfy.
It's my favorite season.
Yes. I'll answer this last.
All right.
So what is the smartest dumb thing you've ever done? Or maybe not ever, but like most recently. And this could be like something that you just think is epic, but then if you were like caught doing it in public, people would be like, what is wrong with this person?
going with this.
Legitimately think of the answer outside of the box.
I've got a great one, because these 2 actually made fun of me, and then I caught this one copying me
Oh no, what is it?
after our overnight. When you can't breathe out of your nose, one specific nostril, you will breathe perfectly and get a sound sleep. You just fold it up and you shove it up the nostril you can't breathe out of when you're sick. Sleep like a dream. These 2 making fun of me, and I was like, I can't breathe because my allergies were flaring up. and you breathe like a dream. I swear by it. It is a thing. Guess who couldn't breathe? Sticks it up her nose. Slept like a dream. Oh, because it works. If you cannot breathe out of one nostril and you do this, you will breathe like a normal person. Yes. You might think I'm crazy. Did we not catch her the next morning?
I don't think you're crazy. I can't really think of anything that I do that's smart / dumb at the same time. Other than the fact that sometimes I'll just walk around my house measuring things and start looking up contractors to maybe do things and start looking into things that I want to get done and hope that my husband picks up on that, because I'm actually not doing it. It's just my way of getting him to do it.
Yeah, that is genius.
But I don't actually need to tell him to do. He's good at picking up on my cues.
I love that.
Saying, ladies?
Yeah, smart. That's a great tip. That is a pro hack. So this year we bought a inflatable hot tub, and where we live we have to have our water brought in. Just a pain, because when you go to close them down, you have to pack it up and put it in a box and have it cleaned off and all that stuff. So like, it was like painful power washing it, thinking of like our water meters. The weekend we're gonna run out of water. Like,
What did you do?
try to guess.
You hooked it up to the lake.
No, but that would have been grand.
Damn.
Did you put like a bowl out and catch the water or
Did
something?
you freaking use the water from the hot tub already?
No, it was empty.
Oh, damn. I don't
They're
know.
never gonna get it. I brought it to the car wash.
That's
brought
actually
it to
smart.
The car wash. Yes. And it was like $15 to wash your car with. Around here at
You
least.
brought the hot tub to the car wash?
Yes. And there was people there. But yeah, and now it has a perfectly clean hot tub. Brand
Diamond
new.
smart.
$15. Packed
I'm
away.
actually amazed.
I love
Yeah,
that.
so smart dumb.
I love that.
I can't say it, so.
Winner of the best answer today.
Ding, 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 ding. So I want to hear everybody else's smart dumb things, because this is an awesome hack.
I'm just thinking what else I can bring to the car wash.
Car
I mean,
wash.
what would you bring to the car wash? I want to know.
Right.
Bring my house.
I'm gonna bring my kids.
Well, that's part. I was like, man, I couldn't pick our garage up and just bring it here. Yeah, so that's that. For tomorrow, January 3rd at 6 a.m. Our last episode of our mini series, which will air. It's just a quick overview of how to get in touch.
Yeah. Or you're just a Haldimom living in the area and you want to share. So remember to follow and subscribe. We're interested from hearing from you. Till next time. Cheers,
Cheers.
dears.